you all would agree to that tradition of the sound of the Stanley music continuing. It had ups and downs. There was tough times, there was great times, good times, bad times. But Ralph, Carter before that, they knew what they were going to do. They never stopped. They were never deterred, and they kept making the music. So they always had the best musicians with them, and you know that because you've seen them all here. We've had a Klitsch Mountain reunion of sorts yesterday where you met some of them, and you're going to meet somebody today that you know, but you maybe don't know that you know. And so think back to a time around 1976. Now, it was kind of, if you think real hard, you'll think about a tough thing that Ralph and the band had to go through at that time.
This was after Roy Lee Center's.
You know, there was a big hole in the band, okay, and there was some great members of the band, and so they had to switch over Keith Whitley to lead vocals because we know who was singing lead at the time. And anyway, then they now had another big set of shoes to fill. So we're all real proud that Keith was keeping that lead vocal thing going. But the gentleman we'd like to talk to you about is someone who was probably just as excited to have that opportunity happen to him. So I'd like to bring him out right now because he'll tell the story a lot better than I can about how it happened, because it blew me away and it was a lot of fun. So everyone, I want to introduce you to, and please make welcome, the 48th Annual Hills of Home recipient of the Carter Stanley Memorial Guitar is Troy Renfro Proffitt. Please, give him a big round of applause. Now, if y'all think back, I'm gonna kind of remind some of you guys that I caught you picking over the last few days, playing one of the songs that this guy's voice, you all know it, and it's a big deep miss me when I'm gone. I think you're gonna know.
That would have been him doing that.
That's the man. But that's just a part of it. That's just a piece of the legacy that he left, that you guys all continue to sing exactly the way, not exactly because you can't, but close to the way this guy was doing it. But the other thing that he was doing was he was keeping on that cross-picking tradition. He was bringing the music hard. He was driving it. Because 1976, that time, this band was on fire.
Renfro, how long did you play for Uncle Ralph?
Yeah, as far as I can tell, about 2 years, 76 to 78. But I'm going to let Renfro tell you a little bit about how it kind of happened. Yeah. By all means, Renfro, step on up there. Let him know what you do. There you go, sir.
Well, I was picking with a little band up in Grundy, Virginia one time, back in the 70s. And Ralph and his band was there, which Roy Lee had done left, however he left. But Keith started playing lead guitar. And Ralph was needing a lead guitar player. So Ralph had heard me pick with that other band, and he sent somebody up there to ask me, he said, would I be interested in getting up and picking a show the next set with him? And I took it, well, I like to fill out the floor, you know, I could play. I said, well, sure. So I went up, he called me up out of the audience, said, you've done 2 or 3 songs, and called me up. And I went up there and done that show with him. Ralph never said a word, good or bad. On the way back, he said, I got a show in West Virginia about the mid part of the week. He said, can you go? I said, well, yeah. Yeah, I'll go. So we went and done 2 or 3 shows over in West Virginia. I forget where it's at. On the way back, I lived in Virginia, and he dropped me off at Claypool Hill. That's where I had my car parked. And he said, well, I'm going to Florida. I'm going to be gone a couple of weeks. Would you be interested in going? I said, Lord, yeah, we'll go. I'll go. So we went, and I don't know how many shows we played. Never said good, bad, nothing.
You'd have known if he didn't like it.
So we got back to my car, and he said, back here a minute. He said, I'm going to tell you something. He said, I don't want to give you the big head, because he said there's competition in everything you do. He said there's some of the finest guitar players in the world out there. But he said, I've never seen anybody that knows the Stanley music like you do and can get with a crowd like you do. And would you be interested in being a Klitsch Mountain boy? And the rest is history.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him a chair.
Renfro, now you said you met me when I was,
You was about this tall.
boy have I grown.
Your head would have touched that right there.
Well, I don't remember. I hate to say that, but I don't. And I'm here now and you're here now. And on behalf of the family of Carter Glenn Stanley, and on behalf of my uncle, Dr. Ralph Stanley, they singing up there now together. They back together. I want to present you with this Carter Stanley Memorial Guitar, and I want you to think about them both. You think about Daddy when you play this guitar. I know they're tickled to death right now to see you getting it.
Yeah.
We love you.
I don't know who it all to thank. I thank everybody that's had anything to do with presenting me with this guitar. I thank David. Most of all, I thank the Stanley brothers for the music that they started.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for Ralph and Carter Stanley. Thank you all. And thank you, Ralph, too.
Yeah, we ain't been singing. We ain't doing the bass.
Just sing right at stuff. It'll happen. Sorry, sound guy. I took you home. Let it hurt, but they'll work it.
Well, first of all, I'm green. I've not picked a lot in the last few months. This is a new guitar. A guitar is like a vehicle. Everyone's got its own personality. And you have to learn it to make it do what it's supposed to do. But now if I mess up a little bit, don't worry about it. It ain't gonna cost you a dime extra. All right, you ready? And these lips shall nevermore place a kiss upon my brain, lying cold and still in death.
Great. How would you like to hear Renfro do you a good number on the guitar now? Good instrumental number.